Thank you, Sid, for your service. Sid also managed to play 2 years of junior college basketball, as well as being named the All-Region team while being stationed in Massachusetts with the United States Navy. He has remained a big supporter of Raceland athletics over nearly 6 decades. From 1963 to 1966, Sid played what was arguably some of the best teams in school history, and the 1966 district championship trophy would be the last for 28 years. One of Sid's fondest games was the 1966 district final game, in which he scored 15 points, grabbed 22 rebounds, and a victory over Russell. Sid also is a two-time All-NEAC selection and All-District team in 1966. He scored double figures 22 times as a senior and averaged over 10 rebounds a game. Tonight we have the distinguished honor for selecting into the Board of Honor a great basketball player, a U.S. Navy veteran, and a longtime friend, Mr. Sid Lebanon. Tonight, second in the Raceland Basketball Board of Honor is Jeremy Calhoun. Jeremy is a 1994 graduate of Raceland High School, and he resides in Toledo, Ohio. Since graduation, Jeremy has worked in the textile and automotive industry in Lexington and Toledo. He's coached 9 years of youth basketball over the years. Jeremy's wife, Crystal, and son, Caleb, along with his parents, Lynette and Jean, are also in attendance tonight. As a senior, Jeremy scored double figures 25 times with a season-high 32 against Elliott County in the All-Day Regional Final. Simply put, Jeremy was the best in the games that had the most. He was selected to the Lewis County All-Tournament team, the All-District team, All-A Regional team, All-Area team, and first 16 regional players to be selected to the state All-A Classic All-Tournament team. Jeremy's fondest memory are the 16 region All-A finals, the 16 region first All-A tournament against Louisville Holy Cross, and the district championship against Russell in the 28-year drought. Jeremy scored the rebound, won the accolades, but his willingness to do the little things is what set him apart. The standard for toughness was set by the 94 team and remains the standard in which ranked teams were met. Tonight we have a distinguished honor in selecting into the Board of Honor a great player, teammate, and friend, Jeremy Calhoun. Tonight's final inductee in the Raceland Basketball Board of Honor is Jacob Sparks. Jacob currently serves as team leader and where he led the West in 2015. During his playing days in Raceland, Jacob set school records for block shots in the game and season, along with the membership of 1,000 point club with 1,115 points scored. In 2005-2006, Jacob was the Class A All-Tournament team, the 63rd District All-Tournament, member of the Berkeley Classic Player of the Game, and Shane Davis Player of the Game. In 2006-2007, Jacob was the Monticello All-Tournament, Class A All-Region, 63rd District All-Team All-Tournament team, and All-EKC. And in 2007-2008,
The 2022-23 Hall of Fame induction ceremony has completed. Again, we're running a little behind schedule due to the JV game going into overtime. So as soon as we get the 20-minute clock started, we'll join you for pregame coverage here tonight for Raceland and Russell, live from the Palace on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
With only 2 weeks until the start of postseason play, teams are eager to be playing their best basketball of the year. Tonight, Russell enters the Palace on a 14-game winning streak, and a win will secure at worst a share of the best record in the district. For the Rams, they're in desperate need of a win tonight to avoid losing 8 of their last 9. It's Russell and Raceland next on Cool TV. It's time to hit the hardwood for exciting high school basketball action on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Greg Gibson Insurance, Callahan's Excavating, James Do It Best Hardware, Ashland Credit Union, Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Community and Technical College, the Greenup Baptist Association, First and People's Bank, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Raceland Christian Church, Orcut Tree Services, Gillum Drug, All That Blooms, Grayson Sporting Goods, Bowman's.
3 members of the Rams family being inducted into the Court of Honor. We'll try to talk with a big one here tonight in 63rd District action. Russell, with a win this evening, will least best record in the district. That is also claiming that Greenup County wins out. Any Greenup loss with a Russell win tonight, Russell's the top seed in the upcoming 63rd District that starts on February the 20th up in Vanceburg. For the Rams, they're in dire needs of some wins. After the quick start to the season, the Rams have lost 8 of their last 9, and more importantly, trying to stay away from back-to-back 4-game losing streaks here tonight against Russell. They've played twice this year, once in the Derby Classic, and then they got their district game over at Russell. The Derby Classic game was not a seed game. That was back on December the 20th. A 57-35 win by Russell. And then they played on January 20th, exactly 1 month later, 58-43, the win going to the Red Devils. For the Red Devils, they are riding a 14-game winning streak coming into tonight's contest, and arguably one of the hottest teams in the 16th region. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russell Red Devils. We'll talk with get the ideas of what we're looking for moving forward and get you ready for tip-off. About 15 and a half minutes here in pregame coverage, and our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office, member equal housing lender, FDIC.
Bless your home for all the latest women's fashion, from sweaters, blouses, hats, jackets, skirts, dresses, jewelry, accessories, and more. Bless Your Heart Boutique has it all. And if you can't find the perfect gift for that special lady in your life, get her a gift card from Bless Your Heart Boutique.
To have you along with us here as we get you set for Russell and Raceland in a 63rd District tilt. Again, Russell comes in tonight, 14-game winning streak. Their last loss coming to Fleming County back on December the 16th. That was 66-45. Their only two losses other than that, Augusta back on December the 10th. That was in the Mike Murphy Classic, 55-47. And then their opening game of the regular season against Martin County, 73-59. But they have been rolling through teams, and they've got a stout schedule to close out the regular season with. After tonight, they've got Elliott County at home on Tuesday. They'll have Greenup County next Friday. Then they close the regular season with Bath, Boyd, Fairview, Rowan. And that Boyd County game was a rescheduled game from last week when we had the snow and the icing on Tuesday. That game was moved from that date. You look at Russell and what they've done so well this year. It's all started with the big man down low, Damon Charles, averaging a double-double each night, 16.5 points, 10 rebounds. Carson Bloom, the senior point guard, has done a phenomenal job of getting this team where it needs to go, keeping them in check of almost being an extension of the coaching staff on the floor several times. That's how Coach Derek Cooks has described him. Caleb Rimmer has been a nice addition to this team, really playing into his part. And a couple of nice pieces this year, Gavin Carter and Elijah Neal, have certainly kind of jumped in and kind of exerted themselves into this the starting lineup and rotation. But it's no secret, this team goes as Damon Charles goes. The last time that he was on the floor, that was at Lewis County, 53-49. He was held to 1 point. Lewis County really made things difficult on him. Now, on the backside of that, other players stepped up in big ways for Russell, and that was why they were able to starve off an upset bid from Lewis on that night. Gavin Carter dumped in 22 points. Caleb Rimmer threw down 12. Charles only had the 1 point, but he grabbed a game-high 11 rebounds. And that was, again, a big part of the recipe. Even when he's not scoring, he's still giving you contribution. And an 11-rebound night, that was something that's huge. Tonight, he's going to be chased all over the floor. If he goes to the concession stand for a hot dog, somebody will be there to carry his drink for him. I fully expect to see a box and one. They are going to emulate a lot of what Lewis County did to him. Raceland is going to go with a much different-looking lineup tonight. Only 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. You can almost say a forward and 2 centers, as they're going to try to put the big lineup out tonight to take away the ability for Russell to get on the glass. It'll be interesting to see how this lineup shakes down for the Rams. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Raceland Rams and see what they can do tonight to try to snap this 3-game losing streak and try to get back to 500 on the regular season. That's as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Hey fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team without changing your spending habits. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. So come on in and sign up for your team debit card at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue in Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Back on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network. A good look there at the Raceland student section for tonight. The Toga Thieves. This one should be fun. We'll see how things play out on this one. But a big one here tonight for both teams. Again, Raceland trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, trying to keep from going further under 500 on the season, currently at 11-12. But looking at the Rams tonight, they're going to shake things up with the starting lineup. Christian Large and Connor Thacker will get the start. Large at 16.1, Thacker at 10.4. Jacob Gauze will be the man in the middle working the post, 8.7 points, and leads the team with 7.1 rebounds. But we're going to shake things up from that point as Landon Newman will be the point guard that'll get he's going to get the nod tonight to chase around Damon Charles. Newman averaging 5.2 points per contest. Was a late addition, if you will, because of football. But after they got through the Derby Classic, they got everything settled in and stuff and was good to go. And then getting a start tonight is going to be Connor Sutton. Sutton was thought to be lost for the season due to a knee injury. And then after they got in to start doing the surgery, found that it wasn't as bad as they had originally thought. And in the process, he was able to have more of just a minor cleanup rather than a full-on surgery that thought was going to sideline him until next season. So he's a much welcomed addition. More height that they're going to get in there than they've had for quite some time. And the most important thing is trying to find a way to keep Damon Charles and Caleb Rimmer off the backboard. Both of those guys are huge for the Devils, and that's something Raceland is going to go big tonight and try to make certain that they do not get beat in the paint. Looking at the Rams, they've lost 3 consecutive. They beat West Carter here on the Tuesday before heading off to the All-A Classic State Tournament. Then they got blitzed by University Heights, 69-35. A tough one against Greenup County. 60-54, they fell in that one. That was a back-and-forth affair. And then 2 nights ago, they lost to East Carter 65-53. A very good East Carter team. And this is a Raceland team that they've got the pieces. It's just the pieces haven't aligned like it had at the beginning of the season. They beat a very good Johnson Central team in the Boyd County Roundball Classic back in December and had some nice wins that they built off of that. They beat Fairview a couple of times. Fairview is a solid-looking team. They split with Menifee, beat a very good Paris team, a Paris team that absolutely wore Bath County out, again, back in the Derby Classic. But since the turn of the new year and playing through the All-A, they suffered after beating Menifee County in the All-A Classic. They played Ashland that very next night, lost by 33 in that game. Then they fell to Lewis County, Russell, Fleming, had the West Carter win, and then currently the 3-game losing streak that they sit on as we speak. Looking at the rest of the schedule for the Rams, they're on the road tomorrow at Nicholas County, and then they're home the rest of the way. Boyd County on the 7th, Lewis on the 10th, Fairview on the 11th as a part of a boy-girl all-day affair. We'll have the girls and the boys varsity game on that one next Saturday right here at the Palace. February 13th, that's the rescheduled with Greenup County. That was originally back on the 27th when the Rams had to cancel that one because of the All-A. And then they'll close things out here with senior night on February 17th with a visit from the Lawrence County Bulldogs. All right, we'll take our final break, and when we return, we'll get you ready for tip-off. Russell and Raceland, and our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
Visit Eastside Kids Boutique in Grayson for the best selection of clothing for boys and girls, including newborns. Eastside Kids Boutique has affordable clothing for every season, including t-shirts, sweaters, hats, and more. Eastside Kids Boutique even has items for that special lady in your life, including home decor, clothing, jewelry, accessories, gift baskets, and more. That's Eastside Kids Boutique, 603 East Main Street in Grayson. Call 606-475-1683 or visit them on Facebook, Eastside Kids.
That provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. They'll be sponsoring all of our 30-second timeouts tonight, all full timeouts tonight, and trips to the free throw lines, brought to you in part by Dr. Shannon Johnson and Johnson Chiropractic. When muscle and joint pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. 606-473-5151. And all Rams three-pointers tonight are brought to you in part by Ram Pharmacy. Ram Pharmacy, Greenup Avenue in Raceland. 606-836-RAMS. That's Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. And all Russell three-pointers tonight is brought to you in part by Service Pro. Service Office Supply. I put two of them together there. That's my best, Service Office Supply. All right. We are about ready to get things underway here tonight. This one should be a dandy, as we've got 2 weeks of the regular season remaining after today. And again, each team will have one district game to play out before we get the district seeding set. And it may take until that last game to decide what happens at the bottom, but Russell can certainly put itself in the catbird seat with a victory here tonight. Well, we've got one thing to finish up, our national anthem. And when we do that, we'll be ready for basketball. So we'll step aside for a break. When we return, it's Russell and Raceland here from the Palace. And it coming to you right after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Michael Bowling, Senior Vice President of Kentucky Farmers Bank. When you do business with Kentucky Farmers Bank, you're making an investment in your community. Your money stays local, we never sell your loan, and in turn, we invest in local families, churches, schools, and charities. We believe in our community, and that's why we are the better bank for loans.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for loans since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Carter County, look no further than Tyler's Pizza. Also be sure to check out our daily lunch specials, wings, salads, subs, sandwiches, dinners, sides, desserts, and our world-famous Thai Zone. Tyler's Pizza, 120 Cross Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-4583. Tyler's Pizza is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
With 4 locations, we're easy to get to, so don't wait. Come and let us help you have the vehicle you deserve at the best deal every time. On the web, purecountryauto.com, or call us 606-474-5116. Pure Country Chevrolet, find new roads.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus, so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Back here at the Palace, ready for some basketball as we'll meet our starting lineups. Let's start first with the visiting Russell Red Devils. 19-3 under head coach Derek Cooksey. Starting in the backcourt, a 5'10 senior, number 5, Carson Bloom. He's joined by a 6' junior, number 0, Noah Quinn. And rounding things out in the backcourt, 6'2 senior, number 25, Gavin Carter. Front court, 6'3 8th grader, number 32, Caleb Rimmer, and number 42, Damon Charles. Again, the starters again for Russell: Quinn, Bloom, Carter, Rimmer, and Charles. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Raceland Rams. Head coach Joe Bryan in his second season, 11-12 are the Rams here this season. Starting in the backcourt, a 6' junior, number 4, Christian Large. He's joined by the 5'8 senior point guard, number 11, Landon Newman. In the front court, 6'4 sophomore, number 24, Connor Thacker. Getting his first start, 6'6 junior, number 44, Connor Sutton. And the man in the middle, 6'6 senior, number 33, Jacob Gauze. Again, for the Rams, Large, Newman, Thacker, Gauze, and Sutton. Our officials for this evening's game, Jeff Atkins, Mario McKissick, and Ryan Tomalonis. Our executive producer tonight, Mr. M.J. McKay. On the floor tonight, Austin Ray and Felicia Collier. Russell in the maroons tonight, Raceland in the whites. The Rams are working from right to left as I view it here, high atop court side of the Palace. Hall of Fame night, 3 inductees coming into the Court of Honor. Had a great ceremony before the pregame festivities here tonight. Mr. McKissick's ready to step in. He's got Damon Charles and Jacob Gauze center court. And we're ready for some basketball. Gauze and Charles ready. Ball's in the air. Tipped into the backcourt. Rams have the basketball, and off we go. Newman will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Carson. Hounded there by Gavin Carter on the baseline. Large puts it up and in. And the Rams take an early 2-0 lead. Good look there by Large. Let's see what the Rams do here for the moment. Newman sagging off, chasing Carson Bloom. They're in a man-to-man for the moment as it is. Charles trying to work down underneath. He's on with Gauze. He's got on the block. Backs himself in, looks at a triple team, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes off on the backside to Connor Sutton. Newman into the lane, off the left side, drops it off to Sutton. Sutton off the window, good. Nice dime there by Landon Newman, and the Rams lead at 4-0. Newman drew the big bodies and then dished it off. Here's a three ball off the mark by Bloom. Rebound Large. Newman front court with a 4-point lead. Stops on the far sideline, closest to the Russell bench. Bloom hounding him out near the midcourt stripe. Here's Thacker. Large curling from the right, from the free throw line. Yes. 6-0 Raceland. Timeout Russell. It's a 30-second timeout. And it's brought to you in part by Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They get your car looking almost brand new again, and they have experienced mechanics that provide quality service work. Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. Good look there inside Russell's huddle. That's Coach Derek Cooksey. Tries to get his team settled down and get their feet up underneath them. Great start for the Rams, who jump out to a 6-0 lead. They're a perfect 3 for 3 from the field. .5:57 to play here in the opening frame. Bloom will walk it into the front court. Landon Newman will meet him at the top of the key. Here's Quinn on the right wing. Rimmer in between the rings. Jab step, step back, high arcing threes off the mark, no good. It's off the hands of Connor Thacker out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Red Devils. Quinn to bring it in on the near sideline. I can already see the timer tonight is going to be well off of what we've got. We started the clock, and it was about 3 seconds off. Here's Quinn on the right wing. Charles wants it underneath. Rimmer will pull the long-range jumper off the edge. No good. Ball tipped into the hand of Quinn. Quinn puts it up. No. Charles fights for it. Puts it up. No good. Rams bring it front court. Leading 6-0. 5:15 to play here in the opening period. Large. He's got 4 of the Rams 6. Newman on the left wing. Works off a screen from Gauze. Here's Thacker. Step back 3 from the wings on the way. Short iron, no. Rebound falls right in the hands of Charles. Here's Bloom front court. Charles starts to attack. Kicks it out to Carter on the right side. Carter gets in the lane. Feeds it off in to Rimmer. Rimmer pumps, goes up and under, and puts in the first bucket of the ball game for Russell. 6-2, the lead's down to 4. Newman beats Bloom in the backcourt. Now has to retreat after getting into the paint, running into some trouble. Elijah Neal at the scores table to check in at the next dead ball situation. Here's Large on the wing. Nice dish and dime for the Rams here early on. Here's Bloom for a 3 off the wing, and an out, no. Sutton has the rebound, fall right. And the lead is out to 8. That's the largest in the contest thus far for the Rams. Here's Quinn. Rimmer on the wing, left side. Gets into the lane, has it blocked away. Thacker with the block and the Here's Newman. Handoff Arnett. Here's Large. Off the mark with a 3 ball. Charles with the rebound, wants to put it out in transition. Rimmer between the rings, gets to the elbow, loses the basketball, picks it up on the block. Hemmed up, brings it back out to Charles, and Charles is fouled on the way up. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2. as we get our first personal foul of the basketball game. They'll get it on Christian Large. First free throw is up, no good. Second free throw on the way. That one finds its mark. Leads down to 5. Here comes Gavin Carter back in the basketball game as Noah Quinn will step off. Sutton and Thacker return as Gauze and Large will step off. Here's Arnett on the right side, gets a screen from Thacker. Sutton left of point, now Newman. Here's Thacker surveying, trying to find something. Doesn't have anything he likes. He'll fan it back out inside of 2 minutes to play here in the opening period. Here's Arnett. Spins on the baseline, comes back out to Newman. He'll circle the wagons. Leading by 5. Bloom trying to hound him out top. Parker Ison gives it off to Thacker. Thacker passed up a 3. Sutton battling for position inside. Thacker gets in the lane, stops, puts it up off the window, way too stiff. He's going to chase down his own rebound. Ison with a floater in the lane is good. 7-point lead for the Rams. Approaching 1 minute to go here in the first. Bloom brings it off near side to Neal. Now Charles on the left side. Pumps. He'll pull the trigger. 3's on the way. Way too stiff, and that one's over the backboard and out of bounds. That's the shot the Rams want him to take. Large and Gauze back in as Ison and Newman will step off. 1:03 to play in the opening period. Rams with a chance to take their largest lead of the ball game with a bucket on this trip. Here's Arnett from the point. The 2 8th graders working on each other. Here's Large. Gives it in to Gauze. Gauze off the left side. That one's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. 46 seconds to play in the first. Underneath their own bucket on the near sideline. Arnett to bring it in. Here's Large out of the corner. Stops on the baseline. Throws it back toward the middle and just throws it away. That one's stolen away by Charles. Charles in transition. Gets it to go home. Nice job there by Damon Charles to pick up his first field goal of the night. He's got 3 and the lead's down to 5. 30 seconds to play in the first. Arnett being hounded by Neal out top of the key. Gets into the lane. Steps through. Floater there. Good. Nice take there by Jonah Arnett. Pushes the lead to 7. Russell will hold for the final shot of the first. Down by 7 here with 10 seconds to play. Derek Cooksey steps out, makes a couple of offensive adjustments. Neal starts it with 7. Comes left, comes right. Has that one blocked away by Gauze. Gets his own rebound, throws up a heave. No good. And a whistle at the horn. And let's see what we get from this one. The question is, was it in the act of shooting? And it was. So they'll get the foul on Connor Thacker. That's going to be his first, team second. And with no time on the clock, Gavin Carter will step to the line and shoot 2. Southpaw pushes the first one up and is good. One more for Carter. Hits them both. So 2 points with the clock rested at zeros, and the lead is down to 5. We played 1, 14-9. Rams in front. Quarter 2 when we return after this on the Co-Ed Sports Network.
Pure Country Chevrolet in Grayson is working hard every day buying and trading for the nicest used vehicles in the area. With over 150 used cars in our huge dealer inventory, odds are we'll have the car you want at the price you need. And as always, we'll buy your vehicle over for your next auto need. With 4 locations, we're easy to get to, so don't wait. Come and let us help you have the vehicle you deserve at the best deal every time. On the web, purecountryauto.com, or call us 606-474-5116. Pure Country Chevrolet, find new roads.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties on
Quarter 2 underway. Russell in possession of the basketball, and off we go. Tatum Fleming pulls the trigger off the bench with a 3-ball, no good. Rebound falls in the hands of Landon Newman. Rams taking time, moving it around the perimeter. Newman back out of between the rings now. 5-point lead for the Rams. Arnett, right side. Here's Gauls in between the rings. He'll put it on the deck, start to attack, give it off to Sutton. Sutton dribbles out of the pressure, hands it off to Arnett. Gauls out of the right corner. They've got him trapped. They'll bring it inside to Sutton, and it's raked out of bounds. And we got a player with blood on their knee. That's Neal. He'll have to come off. Bloom comes back in.
Carson Bloom back in the lineup for the Red Devils. Christian Large back in the lineup for the Rams.
And here comes Large back on as he'll replace Connor Thacker. 6:58 to play before halftime. Rams in front by 5. They've led it by as many as 8. Newman with it high over his head, tries to get it in. Lobs it all the way back into the backcourt, nearly over and back. Nice save there by Large as he pitches it near side to Arnett. Newman. Bloom hounding him out top of the key. Rams being very patient with the basketball tonight. Here's a feed off to the baseline to the Gauls. Working on the big man. Now Large loses it out of bounds as he can't handle the pitch. Second turnover of the basketball game for the Rams. Tatum Fleming comes off. Noah Quinn back in for Russell, and he'll take it out next to the Rams bench. 14-9 our score. 6.5 to go here in the half. Carter on the wing. Crosses over, goes to the rack. He's got 3 white jerseys in front of him. Charles pulls the trigger. 3's on the way. Got it. A service off a supply 3 ball by Damon Charles. The lead is down to 2. He has 6 in the contest. Newman front court. Brings it off near side to Gauls. Looks at a double team. Gets it back to Newman. Newman loses his dribble, hands it off, gets it right back down the center lane. 14-footer from the free throw line, no good. Gauls tries to put it back up and in. Can't finish it. Rebound out to Charles. Chance for the lead. It's in. Carson Bloom splashes down from Tripletown. And what was down to 8 is now a 1-point lead for the Red Devils. Make it a 6-0 run out of the gate. And a timeout requested by the Rams with 5:46 to play here before halftime. Good look there over the shoulder of the Russell timeout with Coach Cooksey. Heck of a run by the Red Devils. And again, it's not anything that's uncommon when you see what this team is capable of doing. As it's an 8-0 run, a 6-0 to start the quarter. And they take their first lead of the ball game. Basketball on the baseline. Large brings it into Newman. Newman across the midcourt stripe here on the freshly refinished surface here at the Palace. Here's Gauze, hounded. Gets it away to Newman. Newman curls, stops, crosses over. Sutton, a long-range jumper off the baseline, no good. Long rebound pulled out by Noah Quinn. Gavin Carter had it raked away, fights for it. That's his first, team's third. Here's Bloom. Floater on the baseline is good. 17-14. It's a 10-0 run by the Red Devils. Here's Arnett. Goes to the rack and has that one blocked out of bounds. Damon Charles says, I don't think so. Here's Thacker back into the ball game for Arnett. Holden Topping checking in as he'll get Landon Newman. Zaylon Carter also checked in the basketball game in the last timeout. 4:45 before halftime. Topping to bring it in. Get it to Large in the corner. Feeds it off to Thacker. Back to Sutton at his feet. 10-footers up, no good. Charles with another rebound. Bloom in the lane. Scoop shot, good. 12-0 run. And it's a 5-point lead for the Red Devils. Carson Bloom with 7. And the senior heating up here tonight at the Palace. Here's Thacker. Working on Quinn. Loses the handle on the basketball and he's fouled. Get the foul against Noah Quinn. That's his first, team's first. Here's Jonah Arnett back in the ball game, replacing Connor Sutton. Topping will take it in the backcourt. Approaching 4 minutes to play here in the half. What was a 7-point lead has turned into a 5-point lead for Russell. Here's Large out of the corner, needs an answer. 3 balls up, no good. Rebound comes off to Noah Quinn. Bloom in transition, stops, pops, on the way, front iron short. Long 2 on the shot as he had his toe on the line. Thacker clears the rebound for the Rams. Gauze tries to fire it up and can't get it. Left it short iron. Here's Zaylon Carter. Feeds it off back door, up off the rim, no. Noah Quinn has the offensive rebound and in a whistle and a ball out of bounds. We'll keep it with Raceland. Zaylon Carter checking out, as does Noah Quinn. Elijah Neal back on. Connor Sutton checking back in for the Rams. Now the Rams showing like it's in a little bit of a 2-3 zone, if you will. There's a 3 on the way by Neal. Ball falls at the feet of Large. Topping on the baseline. Skip pass to Large. Large finds a dribble drive and loses it on the way to the basket. Still on the way, Charles. Charles looks it off to Bloom. Bloom goes up and under off the bottom of the backboard, but right into the hands of Neal. Top of the key, there's Gavin Carter. Gets in the lane, floater from 8, yes. Timeout, Raceland. 21-14. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey, this is Greg Gibson with Greg Gibson Insurance. And just an announcement, I'm retiring from Major League Baseball. This will be my final season. After 24 years as Major League umpire, I'm ready to become a full-time insurance guy. So anyway, if you haven't heard about us, check us out on the web, www.greggibsoninsurance.com. Give us a call today. Stop by. We'd love to talk to you about your insurance. Give us a call today. It's Greg Gibson Insurance, helping you make the right call.
play in the opening half. What was a 7-point deficit at 8 at one point. It's behind a 14-0 run by the Red Devils, and they now lead it by 7. Gauls goes to the bench out of the timeout as Thacker comes back in. Here's Thacker. Long-range jumper, a 2-ball that goes down, that stops the bleeding. 21-16 is the score. Parker Eisen also checking in on that last timeout for the Rams. Here's Bloom, 3 from the left wing, no. Gavin Carter with a rebound on the baseline. They'll go back to Carter. Long 2 out of the corner. No. Front iron short. Damon Charles with the rebound. Here's Carter off the right side. Goes to the left. Finishes in traffic and knocks in his 6th point of the night. 7-point lead once again for Russell. Inside of 2 to go before halftime. Here's Topping out top of the key. Working on Bloom. Tries to cross over, and that's a push off. Did we get a hold first? And they'll get a hold on Bloom. That's his first, team second. 1:38 to go before half. Thacker to bring it in for the Rams on the far sideline. Topping takes it in the backcourt. Bloom will meet him at the midcourt stripe. Here's Arnett. Trying to find something inside. Pitches it off to Eisen, and it's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. Here comes Newman back into the ball game. Topping will step out for the Rams. Thacker takes it all the way in the backcourt. Nice job there by Newman, letting that one get past him before hauling it back in. Trying to work on a high ball screen, top of the key. Brings it off to Thacker. Thacker shuffles the feet, gets in the lane, brings it off Newman. Newman pumps. Arnett baseline. Open under, shot good. Strong take there by Arnett for his 4th point of the night. Cuts the lead to 5. Inside of a minute to go before halftime. Neal trying to move some people around. Here's Bloom. Short corner. We'll come back to Bloom. Right wing 3, no. Rebound to Newman. 34 seconds to go as he comes front court. Crosses over, pitches off to Thacker. Right wing 3's short. Nice box out there by Charles. Rams probably should have put that one in the back pocket and tried to trim the lead down from 5. Instead, Russell's going to get a chance to add to a 5-point lead going to the locker room. Bloom on the near sideline. He's got it with 10. He'll replace Neal between the rings. He'll cross it over. Split the defense. Floater down the center of the lane is good. Carson Bloom with 9. And it's a 25-18 lead for the Red Devils as we go to the locker room. Halftime show when we return after this on the Co-Hit Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
18. Our coverage continues after this on the Halftime Show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
With winter around the corner, it's time to tame or to remove those trees that could damage your property and cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the tree experts at Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal at 606-356-8850 to schedule your free estimate. Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal in Olive, Kentucky are proud sponsors of local high school sports.
When you shop and invest locally, you put in motion a sequence of actions which multiplies the money that is available in our area to create jobs and provide emergency services, police, and fire protection, as well as improving the quality of education in our local schools. Shop and invest locally whenever you can. First in People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Back here at the Palace as we take a look at our statistics here in this one, with the Red Devils leading this one 25-18. Russell, 10 of 29 from the field, 34.5%. 2 of 11 long range, 18.2%. 75% from the charity stripe, 3 for 4. 19 rebounds, 9 on the offensive glass. Damon Charles with 10 rebounds at the half. He's got 8 on the defensive glass, 2 offensive. Russell has turned the basketball over only 1 time in the contest. Carson Bloom has 9. Charles and Gavin Carter each with 6. For Raceland, 9 of 23 from the field. That's 39.1%. 0 of 4 from long range. They have not attempted a free throw. 14 rebounds for the Rams in the first half of play. 3 turnovers. Christian Lawrence leads the way with 6. 25-18 our score at the half. Second half when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team without changing your spending habits. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. So come on in and sign up for your team debit card at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue in Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville is the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Carries over-the-counter meds, wonderful seasonal decor, creek bottom candles, jewelry, and specializes in skincare products. Gillum Drug offers allergy shots and all immunizations with no appointment needed, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, next to Domino's.
5-2-18 here in a big district matchup. Again, by the win by the Red Devils tonight puts them at no worse than a tie with what would be Greenup County for the top seed in the 63rd. That is with Greenup winning out, including beating Russell in what will be Russell's final district contest. That'll still to come up. It is the Hall of Fame night here for the Court of Honor. 3 inductees this evening, including Jacob Sparks, the class of 2008, Jeremy Calhoun from the class of 1994, and Sid Blevins from the class of 1966. It's also the annual Shane Davidson Scholarship Game, the memorial game named for Shane Davidson, a 91 graduate of Raceland High School where he was a member of basketball, baseball, and the football team. He was also a member of several clubs as well as the show choir. He left a lasting imprint at Raceland High School, highlighted by his hard work, determination, and ability to get along with everyone. Tonight's players of the game embodies those qualities of hard work, determination, and sportsmanship. Shane was the son of the late Scott Davidson and Cindy Davidson of Raceland. And at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will have one player from each squad that will be appointed the Shane Davidson Memorial Scholarship at the conclusion of tonight's contest. Well, a good one here tonight in Ramland. Raceland opened up an 8-point lead, had a chance to make it double digits. Then, as hot as they got, just simply could not find a way to continue. And on the backside of that, about as cold as Russell was, they couldn't find an answer either. But then we got to the second quarter and things flipped, and that flip of the switch was from Carson Bloom. He drops in 9, started what turned into be a 14-0 run. And Russell out to a 7-point lead as we get you ready for the second half of action. Join me tomorrow morning right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network for Let's Talk Sports. We'll check all the scoring and stats from games that played tonight. I'm going to dive into the district seeds. I'm going to give you my top seeds that I think is going to represent each region from the 16th region. We'll take a look at college basketball top 25. And, of course, the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week, all coming up tomorrow morning right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network. Raceland will work it from left to right as I view it here high atop the court. Rams with the basketball to start the second half, and here we go. Newman, Large, Thacker, and Sutton, Gauze, the 5 on the floor, and Large starts off with a turnover as he pumped as he went up and tried to get rid of it and could not handle the basketball after he got into the air. Bloom brings it front court. Starting 5 on the floor for the Red Devils. Here's Charles. Tied up inside. Fires up a shot and gets a foul. Somehow he muscled through that one. And in the process, Connor Thacker picks up his second. So Damon Charles steps to the free throw line for 2 free throws. First one is up is good. One more. Second one on the way. Too stiff. Jacob Gauls with the rebound for the Rams. Charles, by the way, 10 rebounds at halftime. Here's a handoff. Large gives it back out to Newman. 8-point lead. Large has just been for the Red Devils. Here's Thacker. Spins off the right side. Stops on the baseline. Walks. Get away with it. He'll reverse it back out top of the key to Newman near the midcourt stripe. Here's Large. Curls it inside to Gauls. Gauls tied up on the baseline. Tries to feed it off. Here's a hook shot by Sutton, who turns around and puts it up and in. His 6th point tonight. That trims the lead to 6. Sutton's been a nice addition on the floor tonight for the Rams. As they'll get that one on Landon Newman. That's his first, team's second. Charles now with a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Had the 10 rebounds at halftime. Here's an elbow jumper by Noah Quinn, too stiff. Charles fights for the rebound, forces it back up, blocked from behind, and it's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Russell. Quinn tried to force it in near sideline, and he's out of bounds on the far side. Did we get the timeout first, though? They did not. Only the second turnover of the basketball game for the Red Devils. Here's Newman front court. Down by 9. Both teams have had opportunities to push it to double digits. Both have missed on their first trips in the contest. Raceland led it by 8. Never could get it to the double-digit mark. And on that trip, Russell led it by 9 and missed the opportunity. Here's Large between the rings. Starts to attack off the left side. Gives it back out to Newman. He'll reset the offense. 5 minutes to play in the third. Sutton takes the pitch from the backside, and there's Damon Charles, who quickly closes out and swats it out of bounds. That might have got our cameraman on the baseline of Austin Ray. Sandwiched down in between the cheerleaders. Newman trying to get it in. Tries to throw it to the backside and throws it out of bounds. Felicia Collier working on the opposite sideline. She'll be covering the Russell baskets now. MJ McKay, our executive producer tonight. Here's Quinn. Carter out of the corner. And then a bullseye thrown right at Bloom, and he can't handle it. Newman, a Euro step, lost it on the way up. Caleb Rimmer with a rebound. He got out of control there and just couldn't get slowed down enough to control the basketball. Quinn from the left corner. Bloom wants it on the right side. Here's Charles. Starts to attack. Pushes it up, blocked away. It was blocked and rebounded by Connor Sutton. Now Thacker goes to the rack. Tries to go with a circus move and gets knocked to the ground underneath his own bucket. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Raceland. Here's Arnett coming on for Gauze. Elijah Neal and Zaylen Carter come on. Quinn and Caleb Rimmer step off. Newman to trigger in. Good shot there over top of his shoulders. They come into Large. Large on the baseline. Shot too stiff. No good. Nice box out there by Carson Bloom. Ahead. Zaylen Carter, left side, good. As he puts up the bucket off the window, and the lead gets to double digits for the first time tonight. (31-20) inside of 4 to play in the half. Here's Large, curls off the right side, slams on the brakes, throws it at the feet of Connor Thacker and throws it out of bounds. 6 turnover the basketball game for the Rams. Here comes Parker Ison back on. And Holden Topping. Large and Thacker will take a seat. So Neal will run the point. Bloom will work as an off man. They're going to box in one now. They're chasing Charles with Jonah Arnett. Here's Carter. Stops. Fade away. No. Tipped around, and Landon Newman comes away with it. Reverse scoop shot. Gauls tries to follow. Can't get it to go. In transition, Bloom fires up a shot, and he's fouled. First one is up, is good. 32-20. One more for the senior. He's got 10. Misses the second one, front iron short. There's Charles with a rebound, turns around and is fouled. And Charles will go back to the line.
Fans, we have a black Volkswagen parked in the crosswalk. It's got people blocked. License number 8955HT. You need to move your car immediately. Thank you.
Charles to the free throw line. First one is up, is good. Sutton back in for Jacob Gauze. Gauze was whistled for that last foul, by the way. Here comes Large back in, as he'll get Landon Newman. 33-20. The lead continues to grow for the Red Devils. Second one in and out, no good. Tatum Fleming has the rebound. It's poked out of bounds, and Russell can't control it. Here's Thacker back in for the Rams as Jonah Arnett will step off. Topping working from the point. Comes near side. 33-20. Rams down by 13. Here's Thacker. Crosses over. Gets to the rack off the left side. Off the window. Counted and one. And a chance at a three-point play for Connor Thacker. Get the foul on Tatum Fleming, his first, team's first. And Thacker to the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line for the free throw attempt. It's up, it's good. And it's 33-23. Here's Neal, near side. Bloom between the rings. Charles high post. 14-footer, no good, too stiff. Ball comes off to Christian Large, near side. He'll race it ahead, down by 10. Topping. Noah Wallace stretching over by the scores table, looking to check in at the next dead ball. Here's a ball off the back of the foot of Topping. Thacker will corral it back in. He'll start to attack on Fleming, put the shot up no good, but he's fouled on the way to the rack, and he'll go to the line for two. Fleming picks up his second, team's second of the half. Thacker's first free throw's on the way, good. Here comes Noah Wallace as he'll replace Connor Sutton. Gavin Carter returns for Russell. Both free throws go home. Here's Caleb Rimmer coming back in as he'll get Zaylon Carter. (33-25). Russell's lead was 13. Rams trying to close the gap here with inside of 2 minutes to play in the third. Here's Rimmer, high up, little kiss of the glass. Thacker from NBA range, no. Noah Wallace had the rebound and the tie-up with a jump ball. And in the tie-up, we'll give the basketball back to the Red Devils. We've got 60 seconds to play here in the third. Here's Thacker. Back to Wallace. Wallace starts to penetrate, lobs it off to Eisen. Wallace goes dribble drive baseline, now to Thacker. Thacker sees an opening, spins off the right side, and that one's a block and a foul. And I believe they got one on Charles, and they'll get that one on Caleb Rimmer before he got there. And either way, Thacker's going to the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line for 2. 47 seconds on arrested clock here in the third. First free throw from Thacker is up as good. Here comes Landon Newman back in the basketball game as Topping will step off. Thacker with 8 points in the contest. Second one connects. (37-27). Here's Neal. Finds a seam off the right side. Gavin Carter on the baseline. Jumpers up good. 39-27. 24 seconds to play in the third. Thacker will back it out, try to set it up for the final shot of the third period. Newman wants the basketball with 10. Works off a screen from Thacker. Gets to the rack, puts it off the window, good. Nice take there by Landon Newman. In transition, Bloom has it raked out from behind, and that'll take us to the end of quarter 3. 39-29, our score after 3 quarters of play. Fourth quarter when we return after this on the Coed Sports Network.
The award-winning florist All That Blooms has a new location, 402 East Main Street, across from Pritchard Elementary in Grayson, with gifts for all occasions, including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon. Closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 East Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check them out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
When you shop Grayson Sporting Goods, you're supporting a great family-owned business with new owners and team sales. To celebrate, get all your high school gear, including high school spirit wear. Grayson Sporting Goods also does embroidery and vinyl transfers. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Check with Grayson Sporting Goods for extended seasonal hours.
Wallace. 5 on the floor for the Rams, who take the basketball in the backcourt, and off we go with the fourth and final stanza. Here's Thacker, high over his head. Newman on the wing. Near side Large. Russell staying in that man-to-man. Raceland just working around the outside, and Russell just standing back, letting them do so. Down by 10. Here's Wallace, takes the handoff. Out to Thacker. Left wing threes on the way, air ball. Into the hands of Charles. Here's Gavin Carter out of the left corner. Feeds it into Rimmer. Rimmer puts it on the deck, feeds it off to Quinn on the baseline. Jumper's too stiff. Backside rebound to Landon Newman. 3 in transition was no good by Large. And the ball's raked out of bounds. Here comes Jonah Arnett back in the contest as Connor Thacker will take a seat. Bloom takes the basketball, feeds it in to Charles. Charles looks at a double team, spins right, gives it off. Carter takes his self, and they'll get that one on Noah Wallace. His first team 6, so the next foul against the Rams will have Russell shooting bonus. Carter takes it from the wing, throws it over to Rimmer. Rimmer steps in the lane, and he traveled. I'm trying to get the Euro step a little too quickly. Only the 5th turnover of the basketball game by Russell. Raceland only has 7 of their own. Both teams have taken care of the basketball here tonight. Here's Arnett from the corner. 3 on the way, no. Ball tipped in the hands of Sutton. Sutton stops, puts it up off the glass, good. Connor Sutton with 8 points. And the lead is down to 8. Rams student section coming to life. Here's Neal for a 3, no. Nice box out on the backside by Noah Wallace. Chance to cut into the deficit here on this trip. Large wants a long 3. That one's front iron short. And then a ball turned over in the backcourt. Newman kicks it off to Wallace. Wallace pumps, gets in the lane, pumps, steps through, and is fouled on the way up. They'll get that one on Charles. That's his first. Team's 4th. And Noah Wallace will step to the line and shoot 2. Wallace seeing some quality minutes here in the varsity action. Pushes the first one up, is good. Noah Quinn returns as Neal will step off. Rimmer will take a seat, and Zaylon Carter comes back in. 39-32, 5:42 to go in the ball game. One more for Wallace. Hits them both. So it was 13, is now 6. Rams clawing here at home. Charles on the baseline, feeds it off to Zaylon Carter in traffic, and he's fouled as he goes down hard on the deck. And he's headed to the line for 2. They'll get that one on Wallace. That's his 2nd. Team 7th. And Zaylon Carter to the free throw line for 2. First one is up, is good. One more for Carter. His 3rd point tonight. Second one rattles in and out. Damon Charles with the rebound and a foul. We'll get the foul on Sutton. That's his first, team's 8th. And Charles back to the free throw line for 2. First one is up, is good. Charles with 12 tonight, 16 rebounds for the big man. One more, got them both. And that quickly, the lead is back to 9. Newman front court. Setting up the offense for the Rams as we approach 5 minutes to play in the contest. Here's Large, left side, catch and shoot 3s on the way, money. A Ram Pharmacy triple. The first 3 ball for the Rams tonight, and the lead's down to 7. Goes off to Zaylon, gets it back, now out to Quinn, Bloom on the wing. Charles posting up, working on Wallace. Here's Zaylon Carter. Off to Bloom for an answer, no. Nice box out there by Noah Wallace. And then he'll get Charles on a reach in. So his down 6. Here's Arnett, turns, gives it back out to Newman, or excuse me, to Large. Large floater off the left side, in and out, no good. That ball was halfway down and popped out. Zaylon Carter with a rebound. Bloom front court, up 6. And Coach Cooksey wants a timeout. 3:51 to go here in the ball game. This 30-second timeout is brought to you in part by Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They get your vehicle looking almost brand new again, and they have experienced mechanics that provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. Great look there from our camera angles. inside the Rams huddle a moment ago. There you see Coach Cooksey coaching up his team. Austin Ray and Felicia Collier knocking it out of the park down on the floor. Our executive producer tonight, MJ McKay, doing a fabulous job as always. Greatly appreciate everyone that's tuned in with us here tonight on the Coed Sports Network. You get yourself a heck of a ball game you're seeing here. 2:21 left in the ball game. Boyd County's up 8 on Ashland. In a big matchup there in the 64th. Don't forget the conclusion of this game will name the Shane Davidson Memorial Scholarship for both teams. For the team, the player for each team that show the most individual effort throughout this contest. All right, out of the timeout. Russell in possession of the basketball and a 6-point lead. Here's Rimmer out of the corner. Now Neal. Gavin Carter between the rings. Charles puts it on the deck, spins on the baseline. Hook shot off the window, good. Charles, 15 points, 16 rebounds for the big man. And that pushes it out to 8. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Large gets in the paint. High arcing shots, good. Large with 11. Down to 6. Rams need to stop right here. Here's Rimmer out of the right wing. High post. Charles gives it off. Bloom on the wing. Rams trying to run a jump now. Here's Bloom out of the corner. Russell playing keep away now. Coach Cooksey telling his team, just settle, be solid. They've got the tie up now with Carter. He'll throw a dart into Rimmer. Rimmer puts it on the deck one time. Bloom takes it back inside of 2.5 to go. Great possession here if you're a Russell fan. They've used almost a minute plus off the clock and have not even looked for a shot. Here's Charles. Rimmer steps into the lane, puts up a shot, partially blocked. On the way up, rebound Newman. Newman tied up. Finds the release there, gets it away, gets it back. Inside of 2 to go. Rams down 6. Newman, nice little move there in the rack, turns it up, puts it off to Sutton. Sutton's tied up on the block, turns around, hook shot, no. Rebound out by Rimmer. Here's Charles. Finds a wide open man, backdoor, gives it off to Rimmer. Rimmer's fouled on the way up. Get it on Sutton. That's his second. And Caleb Rimmer to the line for 2. Russell 9 of 14 from the charity stripe tonight. Free throw is up front, iron short. Rimmer 8 points. Seven and a little bit of breathing room with 1:21 to play here in the ball game. Full timeout. We'll go ahead and stay right here. 1:20 to play in the contest. Again, tonight, at the conclusion of tonight's game, they will name the player of the game for each team as a member of the Shane Davidson Memorial Scholarship Fund. Shane Davidson, a 91 graduate of Raceland High School, where he was a member of baseball, basketball, and football. He was also a member of several clubs as well as the show choir. Shane left into lasting imprint at Raceland High School, highlighted by his hard work, determination, and ability to get along with everyone. Tonight's player of the game embodies those qualities of hard work, determination, and sportsmanship. Shane was the son of the late Scott Davidson and Cindy Davidson of Raceland. And Jason Green, standout player at West Carter High School back in the 90s. He was the son of Diane, who was the graduate of 1960 here at Raceland, and the late Bert Green, a KHA SAA Hall of Famer at Olive Hill High School, and also a former coach here at Raceland. But Jason Green, I remember Jason from high school. I played against him. Heck of a basketball player there in those years when he was with Jeremy Webb, Shea Berry. West Carter was loaded. They were solid. And Jason will be presenting the award to both teams, player of the game, at the conclusion of tonight's contest. All right, out of the timeout, Raceland basketball on the near sideline. Noah Wallace to bring it in. Throws it into the backcourt to Landon Newman. Inside of a minute 20 to play. Rams down 7. Newman takes it off to the left side. Large shifts, goes left. Three's off, no good. Nice box out there by Rimmer for the rebound. Rams got to play a little pressure in the backcourt now, try to force the turnover. Bloom's got numbers. He's got a 3-on-2. Charles out of the corner and a foul as they'll get the hold on Jonah Arnett, his 3rd, team's 10th. Double bonus the rest of the way. So Damon Charles back to the free throw line for 2. Charles tonight, 5 for 8 from the free throw line. 15 points, 16 rebounds for the big man. Free throw is up is good. 8-point lead for Russell. One more for the senior. Hits them both. 17 and 16 for Charles. Here's Wallace. Hands it off to Large. Large stops in the keyhole. 17-footer's good. And a timeout, Raceland. Down to 7. 30-second timeout by the Rams. Again, all 30-second timeouts, tonight, brought to you apart by Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue there in Flatwoods. When you bang up your car or Bambi decides to jump out in front of you like it did Felicia and me a few months ago, see the good folks at Bowman's. They'll get you good taken care of. Great look there inside the Rams timeout. Joe Bryan coaching up his team. Down 7, 47.9 seconds to play in the contest. Derek Cooksey finishing out a few words of encouragement with his squad. Russell trying to push it to 15 in a row and get to 20 wins on the season. More importantly, get to 4-1 in district play with 1 game left to play against Greenup County. All right, the Rams will go in to press. Basketball on the baseline. And they quickly beat it all the way out near the midcourt stripe. And a foul delivered by Christian Large. That's his 3rd. So Caleb Rimmer will go to the line and shoot 2. We're double bonus the rest of the way. Or was it Gavin? No, excuse me, Gavin Carter. Carter, 8 points, 3 rebounds tonight. Free throw up, good. Hits this one, and it's a full 3-possession game. One more for Carter. Had a big 2 in that one. This one's too stiff. Connor Sutton pulls down the rebound, his 6th of the game. And then a whistle on the far sideline as Jonah Arnett gets bumped on the way to the rack. 6th foul as Bloom picks up his 2nd. Newman to bring it in. Goes to Large. Large turns, puts it up, left that one short off the free throw line as Jonah Arnett picks up his 4th. So Elijah Neal for 2 free throws. First one up is good. Second one misses its mark. Large fadeaway 3 near side. And then let's see, I believe we get a foul. No, just out of bounds. .5 seconds to go. Here's Arnett. Long 3 from the wing, rolls over the front of the iron. Another rebound to guess who? Damon Charles. And then he is immediately fouled with 11 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll get it on Wallace. Russell fans coming to their feet here at the Palace. They've won 15 in a row. 20 wins on the season, the first 220 on the year, by the way. And Damon Charles will go back to the line and shoot 2 more free throws. First one makes its mark. Back to 10. Charles with 18 points, 18 rebounds tonight. And he's got them both. Newman front court into the center of the lane. That was blocked away, and a whistle and a foul with 6 seconds to play as Charles picks up his third, team 7th. And Landon Newman will go to the line and shoot 2. From the Johnson's Chiropractic free throw line is the senior. In and out, no good. One more for Newman. Second free throw's on the way. That one's got its spot. Inbound will come near side. Russell will dribble it out and call it a victory. 15 in a row for the Red Devils. The first to 20 in region, and they move to 4-1 in 63rd District matchups. We'll stay right here for the presentation of our players of the game and the Shane Davidson Memorial Scholarship Fund. Heck of a ball game here tonight. Raceland was red hot starting things out. And then Russell found the mark, and it was from Carson Bloom who got things rolling. And Russell never slowed down from that point forward. Raceland never got it closer than 6 down the stretch. But a heck of an effort along the way. Damon Charles, 19 points, 18 rebounds. Christian Large leads the way for Raceland with 13. Connor Sutton, 8 points and 7 boards.
He was also a member of several clubs, as well as the show choir. Shane left a lasting imprint on Raceland High School, highlighted by his hard work, determination, and his ability to get along with everyone. Tonight's players of the game embody these qualities of hard work, determination, and sportsmanship. Shane was the son of the late Scott Davidson and Cindy Davidson of Raceland. Representing the Davidson family this evening are Coach Sean Johnson and our newest members of the Court of Honor, Sid Blevins, Jeremy Calhoun, and Jacob. Our Shane Davidson player of the game for the Russell Red Devils, Damon Charles. Davidson player of the game from the Raceland Rams, Christian Large.
There of who are players of the game were selected. Damon Charles for Russell and Christian Large for Raceland. Good shot with them with the 2022-23 Hall of Fame class for the Raceland Rams. A good one here tonight at the Palace, 51-41. Our final post-game show when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837. Visit Eastside Kids Boutique in Grayson for the best selection of clothing for boys and girls, including newborns. Eastside Kids Boutique has affordable clothing for every season, including t-shirts, sweaters, hats, and more. Eastside Kids Boutique even has items for that special lady in your life, including home decor, clothing, jewelry, accessories, gift baskets, and more. That's Eastside Kids Boutique, 603 East Main Street in Grayson. Call 606-475-1683 or visit them on Facebook, Eastside Kids Boutique in Grayson.
Hello, I'm Michael Bowling, Senior Vice President of Kentucky Farmers Bank. When you do business with Kentucky Farmers Bank, you're making an investment in your community. Your money stays local, we never sell your loan, and in turn, we invest in local families, churches, schools, and charities. We believe in our community, and that's why we are the better bank for loans.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for loans since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
for those on the go. The smoothie connoisseur. The break room favorite. And for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First
Third District Tournament. They've got one game left against Greenup. They win that one, they are the outright number one. Greenup has to win out to keep the margin at an opportunity to be able to tie Russell and force a coin flip. But Russell knows what it has in front of it, and that matchup is on the table. It's coming up on February the 10th. That's next Friday, and that's over at the Marv. Well, this one was a dandy. It started off, the Rams were blistering hot. They raced out to a 10-2 lead, and then things got sideways in a hurry. Russell cut it down to 14-9, but then behind a 14-0 run, they outscored the Rams 16-4 in the second quarter, and they led this one by a score of 25-18 at the half. Russell added 3 more to its lead. It got it out to as many as 13 along the way. Raceland pulled to within 6, but never could find the answer to get over the hump, and they fall here tonight at home by 10, 51-41. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at our statistics. We'll talk with both head coaches, and we'll wrap it up here tonight from the Palace. A good one here at the Palace. Red Devils calling a victory, 51-41. Our coverage continues after this in the postgame show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Carter County, look no further than Tyler's Pizza. Also be sure to check out our daily lunch specials, wings, salads, subs, sandwiches, dinners, sides, desserts, and our world-famous Thai Zone. Tyler's Pizza, 120 Cross Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-4583. Tyler's Pizza is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Pure Country Chevrolet in Grayson is working hard every day buying and trading. 4 locations we're easy to get to, so don't wait. Come and let us help you have the vehicle you deserve at the best deal every time. On the web, purecountryauto.com, or call us 606-474-5116. Pure Country Chevrolet, find new roads.
The award-winning florist All That Blooms has a new location, 402 East Main Street, across from Pritchard Elementary in Grayson, with gifts for all occasions including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon, closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 East Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check him out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service. Not found at the chain drug stores, Gillum Drug carries over-the-counter meds, wonderful seasonal decor, creek bottom candles, jewelry, and specializes in skincare products. Gillum Drug offers allergy shots and all immunizations with no appointment needed, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, next to Domino's.
Hey, this is Greg Gibson with Greg Gibson Insurance, and just an announcement, I'm retiring from Major League Baseball. This will be my final season. After 24 years as Major League umpire, I'm ready to become a full-time insurance guy. So anyway, if you haven't heard about us, check us out on the web, www.greggibsoninsurance.com. Give us a call today. Stop by. We'd love to talk to you about your insurance. Give us a call today. It's Greg Gibson Insurance, helping you make the right call.
Back here in postgame coverage on the Cool Hit Sports Network. James Carter now joined with Russell head coach Derek Cooksey. Coach down 10-2 early on. Raceland got out to a hard start. You guys got it down to 5 there to close the second quarter. It turned into a 14-0 run. You guys win going away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of our kids tonight. We faced some adversity. They came out with a different lineup, which we kind of expected that. We didn't know if they'd go small or big, and they went big. And, I told our guys, I said, we've been able to defend people all season long. We had some guards guarding some bigger guys in tough matchups, but, they got out there. Hats off to them. Coach Brown had them ready to play. They're playing a little inside-out game. And then, on that run there, our kids, we just decided that, we had to basically take advantage of our size. We got it off the glass, and I thought we were able to fill some lanes and get some easy baskets. And we started to get the ball in some scoring areas, didn't settle. So, hats off to our guys that showed a lot of maturity tonight.
I thought one of the biggest things I noticed in this basketball game, Carson Bloom showed he was a senior tonight.
Yes.
When you guys got the lead, you watched his experience, slowed things down. He got you in positions where you wanted to be and gave you high shot opportunities.
Yeah, he did. That's one thing we've really worked on is, we've had some good leads this season. At times, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot, trying to force things and rush things. So we've really worked on patience, taking what the defense allows us to. Tonight they were scrambling at times, and I thought our guys recognized that and got some good floor spacing. But you're right. I mean, we got into some of our sets, and we got the ball, some touches from Damon Charles and Caleb Rimmer, and it seemed like anytime the ball went in there, good things happened. So our guys recognize that. We're not a one-man team, but at the same time, we're playing off certain people and taking advantage.
The great late Stuart Scott would say, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Damon Charles, he's a bad man.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've had a chance to be around him. His maturity and growth in the offseason, he's always, he's had game, and we've really challenged him to be a leader, and he's became somewhat of a vocal leader. Our guys feed off of him. So, we went to him several times, and, the thing about it is he wants the basketball in his hands in late game situations.
Something that I thought was very key for him, after Lewis County, he was held only 1 point. And I saw him visibly frustrated at times, but he kept his composure. Tonight, he was really kind of a physical force in the paint.
Yeah, it was a physical game down at Lewis, both ways. They really basically tried to take him away, and I thought he did a good job finding the open man who played off of him. And he understands. He's a big part of our offense as our leading scorer. But on nights where teams want to throw up, various types of defenses, he has enough faith in his teammates to basically pick up the slack. And it just so happened tonight, we were able to get it to him. I thought guys did a great job of cutting, being assertive. And our guards, they really basically controlled the pace. So we'll take this one.
4-1, you control your own destiny right now. A win, you've got the only team that can knock you into a position for a tiebreaker would be Greenup County. You're at 5-0 right now. Greenup County can try to tie it up. A win next Friday night, and you've got everything taken care of.
Yeah, this is a really interesting district. I think it's one of the most competitive in the 16th region. Night in, night out, with home court advantage. Raceland's capable of basically win their next 2 district games, and the district this year are at Lewis, so it's going to be a tough environment. But we'll finish ours off next week against Greenup County, and then we'll kind of see how things play out. But we just got to take the approach one game at a time. Our kids have shown a lot of maturity in that aspect, and our seniors have basically set the tone. It's great. People want to mention the streak. I'm proud of these kids because it's not easy at times, but at the same time, they're really focused on what's ahead of us and what we want to do in the future.
15 in a row, but more importantly, the first in the region to get to 20 wins. How big is that?
It's big. I'll be honest with you. We had a great basketball team last year. We didn't play enough games. We had some cancellations. I think we finished up at 19. It's just, it's a credit to these kids. They really have sacrificed. They are the epitome of team. I've told so many people this year. There's a lot of good teams in the region, but, they really sacrifice, and they're not about individual accolades.
Coach, nice win tonight. Congratulations. We'll talk to you down the road.
All right, thank you very much.
Coach Terry Cooksey joining us here in the post-game show. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here from the Palace. 51-41 winners are the Red Devils. Our coverage continues after this on the Coed Sports Network.
We can dig it at Callahan Excavating. If you need drainage work, demolition work, mobile home lot preparation, pond cleaning, slip repairs, service line installation, parking lot or driveway work, or help with many other projects, contact Callahan Excavating at 606-225-0570. Callahan Excavating are proud supporters of local high school sports. With winter around the corner, it's time to tame or to remove those trees that could damage your property and cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the tree experts at Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal at 606-356-8850 to schedule your free estimate. Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal in Olive Hill, Kentucky are proud sponsors of local high school sports.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
At James Do It Best Hardware, our people make the difference.
I love James Do It Best Hardware Store.
James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street in Olive Hill, Kentucky.
When you shop Grayson Sporting Goods, you're supporting a great family-owned business with new owners and team sales. To celebrate, get all your high school gear, including high school spirit wear. Grayson Sporting Goods also does embroidery and vinyl transfers. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Check with Grayson Sporting Goods for extended seasonal hours.
(51-41) our final score here tonight. Let's take a look at our final statistics in this one. We'll start first with the visiting Devils. 16 of 44, that's 36.4% from the field, 21.4% from long range, 3 of 14. 16 of 24 from the charity stripe, that's 66.7%. 37 rebounds, 14 on the offensive glass. Damon Charles pulls down 18 tonight in the winning effort. Only 6 turnovers for Russell along the way. Charles goes 19 and 18. He was named the Shane Davidson Memorial Scholarship winner for Russell. Carson Bloom tossed in 10. Gavin Carter, Caleb Rimmer each with 9. Bloom was instrumental in igniting that 14-0 run for Russell back there in between the first and second quarter. For the Raceland Rams, 34%. That's 16 of 47 from the field. 1 of 13, 7.7% from downtown. 8 of 9 for 88.9% from the charity stripe. 28 rebounds, 7 turnovers. Christian Lawrence, 13 points. He's the only player in double figures. Connor Sutton gets the start tonight. He goes for 8 and 7. Put it all together, it's a 51-41 victory favoring the Red Devils. With the win, they move to 20-3 on the season. They've won 15 consecutive, and they now have a 5-0 record in the district. With that being said, next game they play that has the most meaningful value is that game next Friday against Greenup County. At the best Greenup can hope for is a win there, win out, and then there would be a two-way tie at 5-1. If Russell wins that game, Russell finishes the district at 6-0. They're the top seed in the upcoming 63rd District Tournament that starts in 2 weeks up in Vanceburg. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. A big thanks to our crew, Felicia Collier, Austin Ray on camera work down courtside. Our executive producer tonight was Mr. M.J. McKay. Big thanks to Coach Cooksey for talking with me here in postgame. We're going to hang on. Here comes Coach Bryan. So we'll hang on and grab him real quickly. And again, all the great folks here at Raceland Worthington High School, as tonight was the Hall of Fame induction night, the Court of Honor, as they call it. 3 very well-deserving former Rams inducted into the Hall tonight. Great crowd on hand for a basketball game, and again, it was nice to see that type of a crowd here in the building. Well, joining me now here in the postgame show, Raceland head coach Joe Bryan. Coach, you couldn't have asked for a better start, 10-2, and it got sideways quickly and just could never find a way to get a stop.
Same thing that's happened about every game. We go through a scoring lull. Game plans, was working, we're holding them well, and then we just don't score the ball for, I'd hate to know how many minutes.
What was the big thing you saw there? It went from 7 to 9 to 15. It got up to 14 at one point before you guys finally got a stop there. You were getting some good looks, just could not get the ball to stay down.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had an answer there, I'd be a lot better coach. I don't know what the deal is. We put in some new offenses there, trying to get different looks, and then I don't know. This ball won't fall sometimes.
Charles tonight, 19 points, 18 rebounds. He was a handful in the paint, and it was a physical ball game. They let him play both ways.
Yeah, the game plan was to be all over him with our big kids. Thought we did a pretty good job of it, but credit to him, he's just a really good player to get 19 and 18, and he's the focal point of our defense.
You guys get it to 6 there late in the ballgame. Just never could find that answer. You were 1 of 13 from long range tonight, and you could see it just seemed like the legs wasn't underneath the shots.
Yeah, we didn't make very many shots. Got the 6 there, free throw block out. They get an offensive rebound, and little things there. But our kids' effort was tremendous. Our support from the crowd was amazing. Student section, big shout out to them. Hall of Fame night, Shane, really special night in our community. And really appreciate everybody coming out and participating.
As I say, tonight, again, you look at the scoreboard, it's a tough loss, but a big night for the Ram community, and 3 inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Court of Honor, and 3 very well-deserving members.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All 3 of those guys were really good players. Their stats show it. I was lucky enough to watch Calhoun as a young man, and then obviously coached a little bit against Jacob Sparks, remember him well. And then Sid Blevins, just a tremendous supporter. He's behind our bench most games. Talk to him about every single time we have a game. He's sitting back there supporting us. Tremendous man.
You've got to put this one behind you quick. You got a road trip to Nicholas County tomorrow. How big is that to get an opportunity to bounce back after a tough loss here tonight?
Yeah, it'd be really nice to get out there, get on a bus, and play well. Gau's pretty banged up. I don't know if he'll be able to go there. He should have probably been done at halftime, but he wanted to give it a little bit more and just didn't have it left in that ankle there.
Coach, we appreciate the time tonight.
Thank you.
Joe Bryan joined us here in the postgame show. That'll do it for us here this evening. Again, your final score, Russell 51, Raceland 41. For Joe Bryan, Derek Cooksey, Felicia Collier, Austin Ray, MJ McCann, all the great folks at the Cool Hit Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying good night, and thanks for tuning in here on another broadcast on the Cool Hit Sports Network. You've been watching another exciting high school basketball contest on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Greg Gibson Insurance, Callahan's Excavate, James Do It Best Hardware, Ashland Credit Union, Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Community and Technical College, the Greenup Baptist Association, First and People's Bank, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Raceland Christian Church, Orcut Tree Services, Young Drug, All That Blooms, Grayson Sporting Goods, Bowman's Auto and Collision Center, Eastside Kids Boutique, First Light Home Care, and Tyler's Pizza. This broadcast of high school basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.